Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk about a sector or an area of the market that I think is seriously underperforming, and I'm expecting to really start to perform over the next couple of months. And this is meme coins, specifically on the Solana chain. So to access these meme coins, because none of them are on major exchanges, you're going to need a Phantom wallet. You're going to need to fund a Phantom wallet with Solana, and you're going to need to copy the contract address either from CoinGecko. In four of the cases in this video, four of them are on CoinGecko. One of them's actually not, so you'd have to copy it from another website, such as a Dex screener. Obviously, it goes without saying, these meme coins are all very low cap. So they're all currently under 3 million market cap. Four of them are under 2 million market cap. So it gives you some idea that we're going way along the risk curve. But look, I just wanted to bring this video and bring these picks to you just because I do feel there's going to be a real opportunity to get into low cap Solana meme coins as a multiplier for your Solana bags. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you should be hodling these low cap meme coins for the rest of the cycle. But what I am saying is that if we see Solana meme coins start to get some love again, because I don't know if you are following what's happening with the meme coins, maybe you're holding some Solana meme coins, but the vast majority, 99% of them, have been absolutely decimated over the last month or two. If these meme coins start to get another surge, we go on another rotation into the Solana memes, which I do think will happen because smart money likes to buy things when nobody's talking about them and then run and push those sectors of the market up to much higher prices before taking profits. I do think that smart money will now be looking at Solana meme coins and saying, now's the ideal time to accumulate when nobody's really talking about these. Many of them look bottom out. And for me, it's a great opportunity right now to look to establish positions in some of the coins that I'm talking about. So again, just a disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Obviously, if you're risk adverse, this is definitely not for you. But if you're a little bit of a degen like I am, and you're looking for a way to potentially multiply some of your Solana stack, then keep watching because I think you're going to be interested in the picks I'm going to talk about today. So let me get on to screen share and let's look at the first one that I want to talk about. So the first meme coin is ILY or I love you. So this is a meme that most of us say every day or at least every few days to our loved ones, either on the phone or in person. I love you. It's a really strong meme because it's so used. And this is a theme with a lot of the tokens or a few of the tokens from this video. I like things that people can associate with, that people are going to recognize as a meme. Now, I love you, ILY is actually also a cat meme. So it's basically touching on sort of two metas there. It's touching on the fact that this is a widely used phrase that is used pretty much daily by people around the world. It's global, and also it's a cute cat as well. So we can see the market cap is currently 2.8 million. Now, if we just look at the chart and we look at the market cap over time and where we've actually been nearly as high as 10 million, just shy of 10 million. So we're looking at a good sort of 3.5, nearly 4x back to its all-time highs. And I really think ILY can make new highs for the cycle over the next few months, because don't forget, Solana has pumped up massively in price. A month ago, when ILY made its last all-time high, Solana was trading under $200. It was around 150, 160 when this happened. And now, if we see Solana currently around sort of 220, potentially it's going to be 250, $300. That's a lot more liquidity to go into these tokens. And a lot of people that would have traded these meme coins before, they will still be involved. They will be in Solana. There might be Solana whales, and they are going to have the liquidity to pump this a lot higher. So I really like ILY. If we just take a look at the X, we can see this is the cat. There is no top. I love you, CTO. So obviously it's a CTO. And we can see here that ILY has been posting today, or the team has posted today, 13 hours ago. Lots of sort of very sort of cute sort of cat-based memes here, reposting things. This is obviously yesterday on the 16th. Today's the 17th that I'm recording this, but you can see memes yesterday, meme on the 15th as well. So pretty much daily meme posting, daily posts on X. So the team is active. The team is obviously working hard to push this project. And we can see in terms of the replies as well, they're also replying to other tweets too. So this is really what we want to see from a meme coin. We want to see the team that is active, that is taking action, that is looking to run this token to new highs. And as you can see, this is just on the ILY chart here, where we lost this ascending trend line, but we're actually coming into another ascending trend line. The ascending trend line and this horizontal support is a really big area of interest for me. It's coming in around about that's 00248. Right now we're at 0090. So it could be that we do fall another 20 to 30% on ILY before we find an absolute bottom. But I'm expecting probably over the next day or two for us to have a reaction and for ILY to start to trade higher. So ILY's one I like right now as a buy. And look, I think market cap wise, easily this could go to the tens of millions. I think if we break out from the previous all-time high, this will run quite quickly to between 20 and 30 million. I think we could see a very solid 10x on ILY. So it's one I really like. And obviously getting involved and picking some ILY up with some of your Solana, that would be a nice return to make on your Solana. And that is exactly how I'm trading these. So that's ILY. The second one on the list that I want to talk about is Manifest. So Manifest is really within that sort of Giga, Sigma, Alpha meta. And obviously everybody uses Manifest. I hear Manifest all the time, even talking to non-crypto people, and they say they're going to manifest this or they're going to manifest that. It's everywhere right now in terms of internet culture. Manifest absolutely nails it. And like I say, it's so recognizable and it's so usable. And again, it's another cat meme. This you can't really see the photo, but this is a photo of a cat. And if we just look at the history of Manifest, we can see that it is basically retraced the whole of its pump from after the summer. So we got all the way up to, let's just get the market cap on here. We got all the way up to 23 million. Right now, we are at 1.5 million. So this is over a 10x. This is closer to a 15x to get back to these levels prior to its sell-off. And I don't see any reason why Manifest can't get back to where it was. Again, if we look at the X, what we want to see is an active team that is pushing the meme out on this token that is going to be able to get attention. And this is obviously a cat. It's a white cat, very popular this cycle. And again, similar to the ILY token, we can see that team is active 15 hours ago. It's talking about a token collaboration. 16 hours ago, it's also putting up sort of video memes as well. This is obviously from a couple of days ago on the 15th. It's reposting 13th. So look, I mean, it's from the 14th. Mind you, that's a repost. 13th. So again, it's pretty much daily updates. It's active daily And Manifest is certainly one that I think will do really well this cycle. If we just go over to the chart of Manifest, I mean, we can see the extent that this has absolutely been annihilated over the last few months. I mean, you could say that we could come all the way down to 410. However, that would be pretty much another sort of 70% odd move. I don't know if we'll get that low. I think, look, if we do a horizontal trend line here, just from sort of back right when we started, the top of the range back right when we started, we can see we could potentially still come down a little bit to under that 1 million handle. So does Manifest bottom when we get down to 1 million? Potentially. But I just think we're getting to a point here where it really makes sense to start to establish a position and look to DCA. And that's what I'm doing. I've started to DCA this. I do think to myself that this can come back up. And look, I mean, even from this price back to this ascending trend line, if we kind of pull this out another sort of a couple of months. And if we were to make this move, say mid-January, you're looking at pretty much a 10x just back to this trend line. I think Manifest, I think all of these memes can hit new all-time highs, like I say, due to the increases in liquidity that are coming into the crypto market. So I think if Manifest can survive, if it can hold, like I say, above that 1 million market cap over the next month, I expect Manifest to get reaccumulated and to really, really go on a crazy run at some point. And like I say, you're looking at about a 15x back to all-time highs. Potentially, Manifest could from here do a 20x. Obviously, a 20x would be up to 30 million. Is that possible? I think it is for this meme. So again, high risk, but these are really recovery plays. And like I say, provided the token doesn't die, then the token can certainly come back to life when these memes get going. So the next one is Alpha or Reject Modernity. And I really quite like Alpha as a meme. It is one I've held for a long time myself. I've actually made a lot of profits. I've also round tripped a lot of profits. I mean, I think I initially got in it around here at sort of no, it was around 6, 7 million, went into a loss, kept on accumulating and ended up running it into a profit and then all the way back down to a loss again. And I was thinking to myself, okay, we're probably going to bounce at like 3 million, 2 million. No, we've just seen a continued bleed out. And this is one that I've still got on my list. I've still got on my radar. We actually came below 1 million market cap. And I said to myself, potentially that is the ultimate low. We've come down, we've flushed out all of these previous levels that we've had. And is that the ultimate low that gets people to absolutely capitulate? It's under 1 million, it's dead. Now we're back at 1.5 million. So we are still seeing some life to this token. And again, if we look at the X account, we can see it's very active. You can see 56 minutes ago, a Binance Alpha. We can see obviously Binance have actually said Binance Alpha. So the team is responding to what's out there in terms of what's current and looking at other accounts and obviously making tweets and posts based on sort of the posts from larger accounts. I quite like what they've done with that with the Binance Alpha. Of course, this was all today. Yesterday, they are putting up other sort of quotes of or commenting on other posts from other accounts. Yeah, just you've got this sort of Greek god, this very alpha looking specimen here, and yeah, obviously the Latin alphabet. It's all very good. It's all very sort of memeable, and I think it's all very relatable, especially to a lot of young men out there. So I think that Alpha, like I say, doesn't really have the followers at the moment, but this one could really, really take off. I think there was an issue with an old X account, and they seem to go from, I think previously it was only alpha on Sol, and now it's the alpha on Sol. So I'm not too sure what happened there. I'm not too sure if some of the team might have abandoned this project, hence the sort of rapid decline in the price. But I know that they are doing spaces as well. So spaces tomorrow, Thursday, 17th of or Tuesday, sorry, the 17th of December. So that's actually today. So they are doing, or they have probably done a spaces already. I mean, we are at 7 p.m. Eastern time, so no, it'd be later on. So, yeah, potentially I'll join that and see what the team has to say for themselves. Like I say, potentially the team has seen a bit of a reshuffle, or yeah, I mean this was pretty brutal. I'm not going to lie, and I did even question my holding in Alpha at one point, but there seems to be some life coming back into this. And like I say, looking on TradingView, we are 44% up today. We've got what they call a Tom DeMark reversal candle here. So usually you'd get a red nine, which would be the reversal candle, something like this. But if it's a green one, it shows that the candle's been so strong, it's actually invalidated the nine and it then turns into a green one, which is also still a valid reversal candle as part of this Tom DeMart sequential. So, look, I think Alpha could be a really good recovery play from here. And it's good to see that the team are active. It's also good to see that the price is so low because it's been a great area to obviously top more up from. So, just going back to it, I mean, 1.5 million, it's been as high as 12 million. I think this could easily do a 10x from here to 15 million, potentially going even higher. So I do like Alpha a lot as a catch-up play. And of course, it's in the similar meta to Manifest. It's within that sort of Giga, that Sigma Alpha. Obviously, Giga's recently got, I think it was a Coinbase listing, or yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Coinbase, like a top tier exchange listing. So obviously, listings are coming for this meta. And who's to say that Alpha doesn't surprise anybody and make it up to one of the top coins in this meta and make it up to a sort of multi-hundred million market cap token at some point. I mean, anything's possible. We're at that point in the cycle now where these coins, like I say, for me, are totally bottomed out and they've been totally de-risked because you can't suffer. Well, I mean, you can. You could go down to 150k market cap, but it's highly unlikely you're going to see another 90% drop in something like this after it's dropped 90% already, and after we're starting to see signs of life coming back into some of these Solana memes, and we're seeing the team very active that are working hard. Obviously, won a nice bounce today, so I think Alpha is certainly one to keep an eye on. And then the next one is real fast or ticker speed. So speed is an interesting one. It's one I've followed for some time. It's another one similar to Alpha that I have been accumulating, and I watched the price go all the way up, and inevitably I ended up round tripping a lot of this. I mean, it went up to 5 million. Right now, it's not quite a 90% drop. It's close to it. It's sort of 85% decline in the value. And look, I think it's going to stay alive. It's done this once before. I think if we go to the price, we can actually see that it had been really high. It had been as high as 3 cents when after it launched, and then it sort of died, pumped again, died again, pumped again. Right now, it's died again. I think at some point we will get this pump, and at that point, I mean, look, I want to be honest with you guys. When a coin looks like this, when it just seems to be a pump and dump, then potentially, well, I will be getting some out if we get back to that market cap that I touched upon, which was around about 5 million. So I think you probably want to take your 6x, your 7x, and get out at least part of your position if we do pump back between 4 and 5 million. However, this does have the potential to run on and obviously exceed its previous all-time highs, especially considering where we are in the cycle. And it's been quite interesting. I've noticed that on their official Twitter account, they've going through a bit of a rebrand. You've got Speed CTO AI. So they're talking about using a sentient AI agent. Um, and it's quite interesting. I mean, the X account is very active 2 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 9 hours ago. So they are making multiple daily posts. And obviously, they're talking about how fast they are zooming past the competition. So it's all on that speed narrative. Look, I think this can really do some interesting things. Again, it's the second to last token on this risk. It's the second to lowest market cap. So it is one of the highest risk ones that I've spoken about today. But look, I think that they could really get something going here on this sort of speed AI narrative. And yeah, let's just see. I think the meme is good. It's strong. Obviously, it previously been this hare sort of racing around the world and been in all sorts of different locations with its funny run. So I think this is very good. I think this is very memeable. Um, you got him there again, sort of running through the sky. So I like it. I don't know where quite the project team is going with this AI narrative. I think a meme coin should probably be a meme coin, but and not try to sort of kid anybody that it's anything more than that or anything greater than that. But yeah, I'll be interested to see where this one goes from here. Over the last week, we're up about 20%, 23%. So obviously, the market is sort of getting a little bit interested back in this token with this pivot into sort of like the AI stuff. And yeah, it's one I'm going to monitor. Must disclose, I've got sort of small positions in all these tokens I mentioned. So let's see if speed can sort of recover from here and sort of make its way hopefully up to the finish line and beyond, meaning sort of back to 5 million and above. It'd be great to see this thing get back into the tens of millions that it sort of got to when it first got launched. And like I say, it's got an active team. Obviously, the meme is strong. It has to be a strong meme to initially sort of get to those valuations, right? So let's see where speed goes. And moving on to the final token, and this is not actually on CoinGecko, so we've got to look at this on Dex Screener, but it is NYAN or Nyan Cat. So Nyan Cat's one I've followed for quite a while. I remember getting in this pretty early on, and unfortunately, the price action was a little bit lackluster. We can never really get above a couple of million or hold above a couple of million market cap. And it's one I just kept in. I accumulated tiny bits throughout last summer, and then we saw a real explosion. And at this point, I was personally thinking, look, we should push on from here. We could get into, the 10 millions, the 20 millions. The Nyan Cat is obviously a really, really strong internet meme. But we just came straight back off again. And like I say, price is pretty much not got all the way down to its summer levels, which is down like under 100,000, but we can see it's around sort of the 500,000 mark here. And I think after such an expansion higher, you'd want to see this really form a higher consolidation than the previous one to sort of suggest that this can potentially get itself into an uptrend. And obviously, we want to see prices get back above 3 million and really be targeting the all-time highs from there. But like we say, if you just get back to the old all-time highs, then you're looking at least sort of like a 10 to 15x return here. So I think Nyan Cat definitely has the potential to do really, really well this cycle. And obviously, this is the X account again. The theme with all of these that I've spoken about is that they have very active X accounts and they are putting up daily memes, daily videos to obviously attract attention to the project. And obviously, one of the best ways to get attention is to see some good price action. So I think that kind of goes without saying with all of these that we've looked at, the price action wants to be strong. If we look at Nine here, it is actually on trading view, so we can see sort of technically, we just really want to see this I guess get back above these lows here, and that seems to be what the price is trying to do right now. So if we can start to close candles back above these lows, then potentially we could run back to the top side of this range. And then from there, if we can break out from there, then we should start to see much, much higher prices for NYAN. Just going back to speed as well, because we didn't look at this chart, but really, I think that level is quite important around this 0014. Seems to have been an area that when we've actually managed to close above it, we've then seen sort of big expansion. Obviously, on a couple of times we've had just 1 day closes, which have then immediately been sold back into, but it could potentially be a case that the next time we get a close above this level for more than one day, if we can get 2 or more consecutive days, then potentially we could see a really big explosion in price. So it's always worth looking at those things, because you've probably got traders that are monitoring this, waiting for that to happen to then look to establish positions and really, really accelerate the price higher. So I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Again, I just want to make a disclaimer. These are very, very high risk, low market cap meme coins. They don't have a lot of substance behind them. They probably don't have a huge amount of longevity behind them. So you have to take really a more of a shorter term mindset and say to yourself, look, this is a trade for me. I'm looking to buy at this price. This is where I'm looking to take profit. And then I'm looking to, if your goal is to stack something like a Solana, like what my objective is to stack Solana over the next few months, because I think Solana will push on to higher and higher prices throughout the majority of next year, then that's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to put maybe 1 or 2 Solana into these and take, 5 to 10 Solana out of them. And then, that way I'm starting to increase my Solana bags. So that's the way I'd recommend to trade them. Obviously, do your own homework, do your own research, check out the X accounts. If you're actually going to take the leap and buy any of these, please make sure you copy the official contract address either off CoinGecko or off Dex Screener. So if you're copying the address of CoinGecko, probably know this already, but you just go to here, go to this sort of copy address, and that'll copy you the contract address. You want to take it off the info pane from CoinGecko. And if you're doing it on Dex Screener, you can just come up here and copy it up there. So you can see address copied to the clipboard. So that's everything covered for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the content, please do like. Also subscribe as well, because there'll be more and more videos coming out like this over the coming days and weeks. So definitely subscribe if you don't want to miss out on more content like this going forward. And I will speak to you all again on the next one.